it's Hannah, and welcome back to my channel, or hi, hello if you're new here. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. My name is Hannah. Thank you so much for stopping by and checking out me and my YouTube channel for today's video. I'm really excited because, like I mentioned in my candy cane tutorial, I had a couple of new makeup products come in the mail recently that I wanted to do a haul with, and I've decided to do a try-on haul, so that way y'all get to see me use the products and get to see these products being used firsthand. So let's go ahead and get into this haul of some of the items that I've gotten over the last couple of days. So the very first thing is this Covergirl True Blend Super Stunner. This is their Hyper Glow Highlighter, and I got the shade Pearl Crush, and this is just what it looks like. I'm actually really excited to try this highlighter today. I had no idea that Covergirl even had highlighters now. I will say, off of first impression on the pan, is that it looks like it has a ton of chunky glitter in it. I don't personally mind that, but I know some of y'all probably will. But we're going to see how it applies to the skin, because sometimes those chunky glitters, once you get it out and blend it out onto the face, you can't really see the glitter that much. So we'll see about that when we try it out here in a bit. But I just wanted to go ahead and forewarn y'all of that. And then I picked up this Essence. This is their bronzer brush. Now, I did make an order off of Essence.com, and I did order a couple of things for some people for Christmas, and I decided to pick up a couple things for myself. I've actually been wanting a different bronzer brush, so I'm really excited to give this one a try. I've heard really good things about that brush. And then the very last product that I have is this Essence Velvet Matte Lipstick. This is in the shade 06. Honestly, I threw this in my cart because I needed like $3 extra to get free shipping. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to give that lipstick a try. And it looks like it'll be perfect for the holidays because it's a really pretty cherry red. So let's go ahead and get right on into it, this first impressions. Alright, so first we're going to try out the Essence bronzer brush because I am so excited to try this out. Now, these do come in these little plastic things right here. I don't know if some of you knew this or not, but if you actually travel a lot, you can actually take out this little cardboard thing right here and just slide it out like so. And then you could stick your brush back in this, and you can use these when you travel, and it will keep your makeup brushes protected and keep your bristles from getting squished and squashed inside of the bag. That's actually what I do. I always keep these little plastic things. I never ever throw them away. I always keep them. So that is a little tip right there. The brush, off first impressions, it feels very, very soft. Now, this is a vegan brush, so this is cruelty free. It's not made with any animal hair or anything like that. This is a synthetic brush, so you can kind of tell because the bristles kind of feel plasticky, but they don't feel hard and they don't feel stiff. This is a very, very soft brush, and it's a little bit on the flat side. I don't know if you can tell that or not. So it's really going to fit really nicely into like the hollows of your cheeks to apply that bronzer. I love how the little barrel right here is rose gold, and I love the handle. The handle is shorter. I honestly like that because it fits my hand very nicely, but I know a lot of people probably won't like that. And then it actually says on the label like what the brush is for, so that's really cool in case you are a makeup beginner and you really just don't know that much about brushes in general. So what I'm going to be doing is warming up the complexion now. I don't have any bronzer to try out in this video, so we're just going to use my Ciate London. This is Ciate London Bamboo Bronzer, and this is just what it looks like. Wow, how long have I been doing YouTube? And I'm like over here just making up words and stuff, like goodness. But anyway, let's go ahead and get this product applied to the cheeks. Alright, so I think I found my new favorite bronzer brush. I was right. This really did fit into the hollows of my cheeks and blended out that bronzer really, really nicely. I really like how soft and flexible the bristles are. It's definitely not a dense brush or a stiff brush. So if that's not your cup of tea for applying bronzer, then you probably need to skip on this brush. But if you're on a budget, because this was only like $3, so if you're on a budget or you just need a good bronzer brush in general, I definitely recommend checking this one out, because like I said, it did a really good job at bronzing up my skin and applying that bronzer. I'm really, really impressed with it. So I give this an A+. I really like this bronzer brush. So really quickly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be applying some blush now. I don't have a new blush and I don't have a new blush brush or anything like that, but I do just really want to quickly just apply some blush. So today I'm going to use the Tarte blush. This is in the shade of Quirky. This is my favorite blush shade ever and ever and ever. I freaking love it. I reach for this on a daily basis. I just recently got out of using my rose gold blush. I still use that blush, but here in the last couple of days, I have just been reaching for this Tarte blush non-stop. So kind of figured I would just go ahead and quickly do some blush, so that way we didn't look so incomplete over here. And I like using an angled brush to apply my blush, because I just feel like it hugs the cheek a lot better and it distributes the product a lot better. I also like the shade too, because these blushes are a very soft, very buildable powder. They're not super intense, which is another reason why I really, really like them. So those are really nice as well. And if you have the money, I definitely recommend splurging and picking up a blush or two. I even think for the holidays they have like little kits at Ulta. I could be wrong, but I think they might have the little kits, and if they do, I'll link those down below. I have a blush palette from them that I also really like as well. So I'm just going to take this big fluffy brush, and I kind of like to just go back over it with my blush and kind of blend it in with my bronzer, so that way everything doesn't look so harsh and everything just looks really nice and really blended. I picked up this trick from Lipstick Nick here on YouTube. She does this, but I think she also puts translucent powder onto the brush while she's doing this. I don't do that because I don't really see the need or really have to do that. I just feel like just doing it with the brush alone is fine. Okay, let's test out this highlighter. So again, this is from Covergirl. This is their True Blend Super Stunner, I like that name, Hyper Glow Highlighter. And again, this is in the shade of Pearl Crush. So I am so excited about using this product because I really love highlighters. I had no idea that Covergirl now was doing highlighters. So look at Covergirl stepping up their game. Now, I am a little bit concerned about two things. Number one, like I mentioned in the beginning, this has huge chunks of glitter in it. I don't always mind that, but I know some of you probably are. But we're going to see how it looks on the skin before we kind of downplay it, because like I mentioned earlier, sometimes it might look like in the pan it has a lot of glitter, and then you'll get it blended out on the face and you'll realize it doesn't. Number two is little concerned about the shade, honestly. Pearl Crush looked really lighter than this online, and it looked really lighter in stores as well, which I just ended up ordering this offline. So I'm going to go into this with my cheek highlight brush. The name has almost rubbed off of this little brush right here because I have been using it so much, but I'm really excited. So let's go ahead and pick up some of that product and apply this highlighter to my face. And I'm really excited because I just love highlighter. Highlighter just makes me so happy and is one of my favorite steps in makeup. Alright, so the CoverGirl highlighter, it is a very smooth formula. I'm actually really impressed. If you're familiar with their blushes, I actually really like their blushes. They're old school cheeker blushes. It's almost like the same texture of those. Like they're very, very silky smooth if you're very familiar with the texture of those. And this highlighter feels exactly like that. Now, it isn't too deep on my skin, or it isn't too gold or anything like that. It looked like it was going to be in the pan, but on my face, it actually blended out really, really pretty. And it also does have glitter in it, but it's not the huge chunks like it looks like in the pan, kind of like how I was mentioning earlier. Once you get it blended out, you can see glitter, like I can see glitter flake there, and there, but it's not like all chunky and like all in a row. It's very, very dispersed glitter. So it's not a bad highlighter. I really like it. It is a nice natural highlighter. You can build it up. I built it up just because I wanted to see how intense I could get it. So I'm really impressed. So now we're going to be using another product from Covergirl before we move on to the lipstick. So I'm going to be lining my lips with the Covergirl Expeditionist Lip Liner. This is in the shade 220 Cherry Red. Now, I've never used this on camera before, but I actually really like these Covergirl Expedition lip liners. They're actually really nice quality, and I like how they kind of like have a little angle to them. So I'm going to be lining my lips before I put on that Velvet Matte lipstick from Essence. Alright, now I'm going to be going into this Essence lipstick. This is the Velvet Matte lipstick in the shade 06. Now, I do have a tip for you. When you are filling in your lips, if you're like me and your lipstick just for whatever reason doesn't want to stick to like the inner corners of your lip, take your lip liner and really pencil in those inner parts right there. So that way, if you have a hard time getting lipstick or lip gloss or just anything to stick to those corners, you'll at least have some color there. So I'm really excited to try this out. So let's get into it. First impressions, I don't really like the smell. It smells very sweet, and I normally don't mind sweet fruity scents, but this just smells like really artificial. So I'm really hoping this doesn't taste super bad, but we'll see. So that is the completed look right here that I've created with all my products that I tried out today. I'm just going to quickly run through and give y'all my final thoughts on everything that I tried. So let's start out with the bronzer brush. I really like this. This is super soft, like I mentioned. It did a really good job at applying my bronzer and really getting in there to the hollows of my cheeks. The problem that I've been having with my bronzer is because I was using such a big fluffy brush, it was really hard to control the product and get it to where I really wanted it. So this brush really helped me precisely apply my bronzer to the exact areas that I wanted it in. So I will definitely keep using this little brush right here. I actually really liked it, and I was really surprised at how much I genuinely loved it. Like I said, I heard a lot of good things about it, but I was just genuinely surprised for myself, like how much I was really gonna like this brush. So that's a really good brush. This lipstick, I actually really like it, and I just tried it, and I just realized I jumped into giving y'all my final thoughts, and I didn't tell you about the lipstick. So let's go ahead and talk about the lipstick. I actually really like this lipstick. It is a really pretty color. It is perfect for this time of the year with it being the holidays and everything. I definitely think it could be a perfect little cherry red for your holiday festivities. It is a matte lipstick, but it's not super drying. It's a very moisturizing lipstick. I actually, to be fair, and I have to be perfectly honest with y'all, it doesn't really give me matte vibes to me because it's almost like a satin lipstick. Like, it's not glossy, but it's still shiny. And it's been on for a while. Like, I've waited to see if it was going to go fully matte, and it hasn't. So I think they need to remarket these and make these or call these satin lipsticks because this doesn't look matte, but it's still pretty. And again, if you're in a pinch and you need a really pretty lipstick for the holidays, this shade 06, it definitely could work. It's really pretty. It went on very nicely. Wasn't patchy or anything like that. Sometimes Essence lipsticks, these little lipsticks like this, they're very hit or miss. Like, I've had a couple of lipsticks from them that have been kind of patchy and just very drying and not really working. And they definitely improved the formula of these lipsticks because this is a really nice formula to work with. I really liked it and was really surprised. And then the Covergirl Super Stunner Healthy Glow or Hyper Glow Highlighter. I always want to call these Healthy Glow because of another highlighter brand. But anyway, this is actually really pretty, and I really, really like this highlighter. Very smooth, very easy to glide onto the skin. Does have glitter in it, but again, it's not super chunky glitter. It's definitely workable, and it's definitely wearable. You can layer this up. You can put on one layer and just have a really nice, healthy, lit from within look, or you could layer it up like I did and have a really, really intense highlight. Again, I think this would be perfect for the holiday times as well. I actually think this whole look right here, honestly, you could do some winged liner and boom, you could be done. Because this is a really pretty, really simple, easy holiday makeup look right here in itself. So I'm really impressed with all the products that I tried out today. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a big thumbs up down below. Also, don't forget to hit that subscribe button while you're down there as well, because I'm here for you with new videos every Thursdays, Saturdays, and Mondays at 6 or 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. You could also give me a follow over on my social media as well, so that way you can keep up with me, you can keep tabs on me, and you can keep a lookout for when I post and upload new videos. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you all in Monday's video. Bye, my little unicorns.